So, y'all, I just want to bring awareness to this. I don't know if this has happened to anybody else, but I have a large male audience who tunes into my podcast, right? So when this man right here requested me on Facebook, I thought nothing of it. When he called me, I also thought nothing of it, and I answered because I've been here before. I've networked with a few males already. However, when I answered this call, this man was touching himself. Of course, I hung up immediately and blocked him. But I just want to bring awareness. I don't know who else he has done this to or is doing this to. This is clearly his MO. Hey, good people. What it is, what it do with the whoop whoop. It is me, it is her, it is she, it is I, Miss Tamika Renee Bly, back with another episode on Uncomfortable Conversations podcast. Getting right into it with the affirmations and the quotes. Today I have 2 affirmations and 2 quotes. The first affirmation is, I am confident and assertive, not passive and arrogant. I am confident and assertive, not passive and arrogant. I am confident and assertive, not passive and arrogant. The next affirmation, I am committed to being my best self. I am committed to being my best self. I am committed to being my best self. Okay. First quote, when one door of happiness closes, another opens. But often we look so long at the closed door that we do not see the one which has been opened for us. And that quote is by Helen Keller. I'm going to read that one again. When one door of happiness closes, another opens. But often we look so long at the closed door that we do not see the one which has been opened for us. Mm, 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 mm. The next quote, author is unknown. Whew, I like this one. The same boiling water that softens the potato hardens the egg. It's about what you're made of, not the circumstances. The same boiling water that softens the potato hardens the egg. Okay? It's about what you're made of, not your circumstances. Getting right into it. How do you simplify the complicated? As this segment is about uncomplicating the complicated. But the question, how do we simplify the complicated? Well, for me, determine the best possible outcome, right? And eliminate the negative thoughts or actions that may come with it. Because it can all be so simple. I say that all the time because I truly mean it. It can all be so simple. It's on us to simplify the complicated. It's on us to uncomplicate the complicated. Okay. So listen, right? When it comes to manifesting the things that we want, right? Because it can all be so simple. But listen to this. I heard this somewhere. We can manifest the things that we want all day, all night, all month, all week, all year. Okay? We can manifest that husband. We can manifest that wife. We can manifest that job. Okay? We can manifest that vacation. But some of us need to make sure our house is in order. I said that before. Now, when it comes to manifesting, because of course we know we cannot bring in the new if we still have the old, right? Mm. Because we have to make room for the new, make way. But as far as the ones who are, let's say, manifesting a husband or a wife, that's all fine and dandy. But don't be the one manifesting that spouse and you can't even keep your damn room clean. Your kitchen is always a mess. Your living room is always a mess. Your bathroom is clean until you look behind the toilet and you see all the stuff. You know what I mean? Get your house in order. Get your house in order. Get your house in order. We also, when it comes to uncomplicating the complicated, because I feel like this one right here is the cryptochronic, whatever he said. We got people manifesting their soulmate and have unfinished business from their past. Now, some of us, not to toot my own horn, but beep, beep, okay? Because I know who the fuck I am. I always say I'm trying to stop cussing. And then God knows my heart. He knows my heart. A cuss word is not going to lead me to impending doom, is all I'm saying. Anyway, now for me, and probably you too, you probably got people from your past that still ain't past you. That's not your problem. That's theirs. You were so good to them. What did they do? What did I say in the last little whoop whoop? They cut their nose to spite their face. I hope I said that right. Yeah, they cut their nose to spite their face. They thought they was gonna bring you harm, but instead they brought themselves harm. Woo, woo, woo. So now they not past you. Okay, they're living in regret. They ain't got nothing to do with you. But some of us are manifesting new beginnings with new people, and we're still holding on to the unfinished business that we have in our past. You know, because it happens. It happens. It happens. Sometimes you think you're over the person and you're really not. But once you recognize that, let's say you're now with him or you're now with her, and you're recognizing, like, damn, I'm not over so and so, like, or you are over so and so, but there's still certain things that remind you of them, and you feel like you want to heal completely. You know what I mean? You don't want to bring the old into the new. Clean house. Clean house and be vocal about that too. Be vocal. Because uncomplicating the complicated, communication goes a long way. It can all be so simple. Communicate that shit. If not to your person, to yourself. At least now you know, like, damn, I'm not that unfinished business that I have in my past is still coming up in my future. I might need to revisit that. I might need to close that chapter. I might even need to reread that chapter one more time just to make sure that I got it. You can't start the next chapter of your life if you keep rereading the last one, is what that says right there on that wall. Some of us might need to reread that last chapter because there might be some things in that last chapter that we have not healed from. So sometimes we might have to revisit it. I ain't telling you what to do, but do it. Shit, y'all get on my nerves, yo. All right. Again, communication. Communication. There is nothing that's so complicated that it can't be uncomplicated if we approach it with the right attitude. Okay? Now, I be telling my dad, like, if my dad hit me up and he say, you know, he may have gotten to something with someone at work, like sometimes I'd be like, Dad, like, well, why didn't you da-da-da? Why you ain't say this? Why you ain't do this? And he reminds me of the title that he holds. You know what I mean? And the title that he holds puts him in a spotlight of being an example to others. He has to continuously lead by example. It's all fine and dandy. I get that. But disrespect is disrespect, right? So when it comes to uncomplicating the complicated on the workplace, yes, it's all about approaching it with the right attitude, because you don't have to make the situation more complicated than it is. And I feel like you can meet disrespect, or disrespect can be approached in a way where you don't have to be disrespectful to the person that was disrespectful to you. However, you can still clearly get your point across that you are not the one to fuck with while still being respectful. Because again, uncomplicating the complicated all depends on, first of all, definitely depends on who you are as an individual. But again, uncomplicating the complicated all boils down to approaching the situation with the right attitude, because it can all be so simple. It can all be so simple, okay? There is no reason why the person that cut you off in traffic at 7 this morning, you know what I mean? Now it's 4:35 in the evening, you on your way home, and you still thinking and talking about that person that cut you off early this morning. Why are you making the rest of your day complicated because you focus on, come on. They cut you off. Get the fuck over it. They went their way, you went yours. That shit should have been out of sight, out of mind, like in 2 seconds. In 2 seconds. Don't drag that shit on. Uncomplicate the complicated. Don't drag that shit on all day. What the hell? You still talking about the person that cut you off this morning? What the hell? If you don't go get you a Coke and a goddamn smile and enjoy the rest of your day. Let's uncomplicate the complicated, people. I probably rambled. I tend to do that. If you got it, you got it. If you didn't, read the motherfucking transcript so you can see. You know what I mean? So listen. As always, I thank y'all for tuning in. I really do. I appreciate the people who tune in. It means something to me. It really does. I really, really appreciate it. And I'm going to say this again, and then I'm going to leave it here. When it comes to uncomplicating the complicated, there's nothing so complicated that it can't be uncomplicated if we approach it with the right attitude. It can all be so simple. And that's that on that. You guys enjoy the rest of the day, the rest of the week. Okay. It's going to be nice this week, at least on my side of town. So I'm going to make sure I take that all in. And I will see you guys on the flip side. What it is, what it do with the whoop whoop uncomfortable conversations. Audi 5000.